Hey everybody, this is Skippy Skip. Good to talk to you again. Sorry it's been a while, but I've just been busy lately between work and writing songs for the upcoming album, so I've just been really tied up with that. I just realized, oh man, it's been a month since I put out a video, so all right, I'm gonna have some more music up pretty soon, but right now I just wanted to talk about something really important. Wanted to give everyone a public service announcement here. That is simple. Wear the mask. Okay, look. I'm hearing people complain about wearing a mask out in public, like, oh, this violates my freedom. Dude, there's a difference between freedom and selfishness, okay? There's a difference between being free and being selfish. Learn the difference, okay? I heard recently, There was some article where Pitbull was talking about, oh, my parents came from communist controlled dictatorship Cuba, and, it's such a shame to see all of these freedoms, all these lockdowns going on. We have lockdowns because people aren't wearing the masks. We could have kicked this back in June, back in July. I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second. If Trump had gotten everyone to wear masks, if he had gotten some service checks and everything for people to stay home for 3 or 4 months, if he had forgiven everybody's rent, if he had made it so that everyone's uh, what do you call it, mortgage is put on hold and everything, and everything like that. Honestly, he could have won a second term, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're at where we're at. It is February of 2021. Okay, I'm a teacher. We had to close down schools back in March of 2020. That's 11 months of students not being in class. Fortunately, we've got uh, online learning. We've got that option, but it's just not the same. They're not getting the same information. Put on the mask when you go in public. And don't just put on the mask, wear it properly so it covers your nose. I'm seeing people wear it like this. It's like, what's the point? What does that do? Your respiratory system still gets in, and it still uh, has the ability to spread germs that way. Put on the mask and wear it properly. Goes over your nose. Now, this bandana that I'm wearing, okay, as you can see, okay, there are some places where bandanas aren't allowed, so listen. I'm going to try and calm down, and I'm going to go through the different types of masks that you can wear. All right? Take a look. Okay, for starters, you got the common surgical mask, okay? This is the most widely accepted. It's also the most basic, but not too hip, not too attractive. Looks pretty bland and everything. And, these elastic things, they can snap kind of easy. So, I mean, it'll get the job done, but doesn't necessarily do the trick. Okay, then, okay, you've got other custom made masks like this. Got one for Iron Maiden, my favorite heavy metal band. I've got another Iron Maiden mask right here. Okay, see that? Alright, so you have that. You have different options. Or take a look. Okay, that's not the only musician I have on a face mask. Look, I've got one with Prince on it. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, for those of you who are into space exploration, take a look at this one. Alright, you got pictures of the moon and the space shuttle and astronauts there, and you've got Saturn. Looks pretty neat. You know? And, okay, check this one out. Okay, this is pretty special. For those of us who are more retro, look at what we have here. Okay, we've got this one that's all neon colors. And it looks like something straight out of Saved by the Bell. Looks like something straight out of the early 90s, by the way. Rest in peace, Dustin Diamond. And it's got pictures of old cassettes, for those of us who want to remember what retro is, what old school is. We got this. Okay? Alright, so this is another option. Okay, and then just recently, just today, I actually went to a store in the mall and I got this. This is handcrafted Native American design. Take a look at that. You got a turtle right there. And by the way, this is my first time trying it on. Okay, it looks like it's a little bit loose. Okay, so there's that, but I don't know. I don't want to say I'd grow into it because then I'd be gaining even more weight, which I don't really want to do. All right, but so you've got that design right there. Then you've got gator scarves, okay? So, and guys, it's February. Even here in North Carolina, it's pretty chilly most days. So, take a look. You put these on, and so not only does this cover your mouth, but this also gives a little bit of extra warmth around your face and neck. Take a look. Okay, yeah, obviously I'm a Red Sox fan, but okay, so I've got this. Okay, now I've got this other one. Alright, yeah, it's hard to see. Okay, anyway, you can pull it down, you can adjust the length of it, do what you need to do to make it fit better. So you got that going on. Alright, yes, obviously I'm a Red Sox fan, but you know what, hey, if you want to get the Yankees or the Cardinals or the Mariners or the Angels or the Cubs or whoever's favorite team is, or even if it's not a baseball team, or even if it's not sports at all, as long as you're wearing the mask. Hey, as long as you're wearing the mask, if you're wearing a Yankees mask or a Gator scarf, I won't judge you. I won't pick on you. I'll just be happy that you're wearing one, so I'm not going to attack you for that, okay? Okay? Alright. So look, Yankees fans, I'll make a deal with you. As long as you're wearing the mask, I will not attack you about it. You don't attack me about my Red Sox mask, okay? Alright. Now we're on the same page, so let's continue. Now, obviously, okay, so I've got my bandana here, but there are some places where, given the state of everything, sometimes you have to double mask. And actually, I've been doing that a lot recently just because it's so cold outside, okay? But, you've got that. And also, that way, in case there's an establishment, you've got some stores in Chapel Hill where they only want you to put on an actual face mask, but bandanas don't count. So, put this on. Put the bandana over it. If anyone gives you a hard time, you can pull it on the bandana and say, hey, I do have a regular mask on. Okay, I'm just covering it up with this. It's even extra protection. Okay, we've got that. Or, I don't just have an orange bandana. Take a look. I've got a whole rainbow-colored variety of them. Look, you've got hot pink. You've got black. You've got royal blue. Okay, you've got one that's a completely different design, okay? I got this in Asheville a number of years ago. Excuse me. Upside down. Look, you got that. Tie-dye. You got brown. You got hot pink once again. You got white. You got light blue. You got black once again. Okay? You've got violet. Let's see, I think that was upside down. Yeah, you got violet. You've got light blue again. You've got white again. Yeah, and I know I need to iron these. I just haven't had a chance to. You've got lime green. You got brown once again. Okay, and then I've got a few others like yellow and red. They're just in the wash right now, but I do have them. Okay, so you've got all those options there. So everybody, look, wear the freaking mask. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. But look, if we had been doing this from the beginning and reduced spreading and everything, we could have had this virus kicked back in June or July of last year, and everything could have gone back to normal. I'm a musician. There was this one venue that I had performed at last year, and I was supposed to perform at them again. The venue went out of business. Okay? And I know that people are frustrated that you don't have jobs. Okay? But, instead of getting upset about reopening your jobs or restarting your jobs, why weren't you getting upset with the government, petitioning them, writing letters to your representatives, and telling them, hey, we need those stimulus checks. We've got bills to pay. I mean, I understand we've got to stay at home. I understand that we've got to take care of each other and everything, and make sure that we're not spreading this virus around. But that was the way to go about it, not to say, oh, reopen our jobs, we need to work. You've got, what is it now? I've lost count. It's over 400,000 Americans who've died from this virus now. Okay, that's almost as many Americans died in World War II. Okay, there have been several days where you've actually had just in one day you had more Americans die from this virus than died on 9/11. Okay, remember when we said after 9/11, never again, not anymore. Well, it happened again. It happened not just once, but it happened several times. It happened multiple times. Okay? So, wear the mask. Alright? And instead of say, well, I'm not going to stand for free money going everywhere. That's socialism. What do you think they've been doing with the big corporations this past year? They gave them what? $1.9 trillion? Okay, and but suddenly you're too good, you're too proud of yourself to accept $2,000 a month for a few months. Makes absolutely no sense. And again, like, oh, these lockdown orders, these no travel restrictions, we have to wear a mask, this is imposing on our freedom. This is even worse than what my parents were going through in communist Cuba. It's like, you're comparing wearing a mask to communist Cuba. Wow. Drama Queen Award. Right there. Drama Queen Award. Get real. Alright? But yes, the sooner as we wear these masks, we can reduce the spread. We can be gone with this virus. That's what they did in New Zealand. Okay? They're alright. Alright. They only had one person die from the virus the whole time. Then just for 3 months, they just shut everything down, made the harder decisions first. Because of that, they were able to go back with their own lives. So guess what? In New Zealand, in Australia, they've got concerts going on right now. They've got festivals. They don't have to socially distance anymore because the virus is gone there. Okay? That could have been us. Alright? That could have been us. And I know some people are saying, oh, well, if China had... No. China may have done a very bad decision by not informing the world, by not being honest and forthright about it, but guess what? That's the argument of, he started it. It doesn't matter who started it, okay? Maybe they did wrong at one point by starting it, but you chose how you were going to react to it, okay? Again, I'm a teacher. Let's say Tommy hits Johnny. I say, Tommy, why did you hit Johnny? It's like, well, Johnny called me a name. Well, Johnny was wrong for calling you a name, but that doesn't mean you should have hit him. That doesn't mean you should have hurt him. You could have told me about it, and I could have taken care of it. But, instead of fixing the problem, you made it even worse. All right? Guess what? We made it even worse. All right? So everybody, stop whining, stop saying that this is imposing on your freedom, and wear the mask. Okay, but look, I'll finish this off lighthearted. Sometimes you're looking through your old photographs and you look at yourself and you say, Oh, yeah, I remember when that was because of what you were wearing. Like, you're wearing a piece of clothing, an article of clothing that's so specific that it was really only going on at a time. Like, I remember going through old photographs of myself and saying like a picture of me on First Communion, it was 1992, and I tell my friends, "Oh yeah, you can tell this was 1992 because because I'm wearing the pump sneakers. Remember the sneakers that had the pump in them? You know that would increase the thickness of your shoe there." Or another time, I see a picture of me at a Boy Scout event, and I tell the other guys, like, "Oh yeah, you can tell this is 1999 because I'm wearing the whole boy band haircut." Or I see a picture that's me in the summer of 2001. I say, "Oh yeah, you can tell this is 2001 because I'm wearing the because of my headgear. If you're wondering, it was the vogue in hip hop at the time to wear a do rag with a baseball cap over it. Have some memories with it, okay? So, everybody. So, one day we'll look back on these pictures and say, oh, yeah, you can tell this was taken in 2020 or 2021 because of the whole pandemic that was going on and we're all wearing masks, okay? So, guys, look, just do each other good, do everyone else good, you know, you might have somebody who has an illness or a sickness, might have diabetes, or they might be more susceptible to the virus than you are. So even if it's not affecting you, it might affect them in a very serious way. Wear the mask when you go out in public, wash your hands, which you should be doing, and socially distance. All right? Peace out. Have a good night.